Hey everyone! In today's video, we're going to talk about something we all love, movies and TV series. We'll share some of our favorite shows, recommend something new, and of course, debate a little about characters, storylines, and our favorite scenes. So if you're into entertainment, good actors, and all kinds of genres, stay with us. Let's dive into it.
Okay, I finally watched round 6. I know, I'm like 2 years late, but dude, why didn't you force me to watch it sooner?
Wait, what? You're just now watching Squid Game? Man, I binged that thing in 2 days when it came out. That show was everywhere.
I know, it was all over social media back then, but I kept putting it off. I thought it was just another overhyped survival thing, but wow, I was so wrong. That show messed with my head.
Right? People thought it was just about games and violence, but it's so much deeper than that. It says a lot about society, money, desperation.
Exactly. At first, I thought it was going to be all action, but by episode 2, I was like, hold on, this is philosophical. Like, it actually makes you think about what people are willing to do for survival. The writing is brutal, but honest.
Yeah, and the characters are what make it stick. They're all so different, but you see parts of yourself in each of them. Like Gi-hum, he's such a mess, but he's human. You can't help but root for him.
Totally. At first, I thought he was just another loser, but then you start seeing the layers, how kind he is to people, even in the middle of chaos. That scene with his daughter, bro, I nearly teared up.
And the old man, Il-nam, don't even get me started with him. That character had me so confused. I trusted him. Then boom, plot twist of the century.
Seriously, I was not ready for that. I went back to rewatch some scenes after the twist, and it's crazy how many little hints were there the whole time. Like the marble game, the way he pretended to be confused, but he wasn't. Genius writing.
And it's not just the story, right? The way it's filmed, the music, the colors, it's all designed to make you uncomfortable in the best way. That playground set for the first game, creepy and beautiful at the same time.
Exactly, and the use of childhood imagery mixed with life or death stakes, that contrast makes it so disturbing. Like, who thought red light, green light could give you actual anxiety?
Facts. I couldn't breathe during that first game. And the editing was so sharp, they give you just enough silence before the chaos hits.
And can we talk about the soundtrack? That classical music before each game, like the Blue Danube, it's such a weird choice, but somehow it works. It makes everything feel twisted and surreal.
Exactly. The whole show is like a nightmare that you can't look away from.
And now I'm low-key obsessed. I watched a bunch of theory videos on YouTube right after I finished the last episode. I needed answers.
Okay, real question. Which character messed you up the most?
That's tough. Emotionally, definitely Sae-byeok. Her story broke me. She was so quiet, so guarded, but when she opened up, wow. That scene where she talks about bringing her mom from North Korea, I swear I had chills.
Yeah, she was amazing. And her relationship with Jeong, that episode in the marble game, I still think about that one. The way they just sat down and talked, it was so calm, but so heavy. Then Jeong gives up her life like that? I had to pause. No action, no chaos, just two people being real. That hit harder than any of the deaths in the show. It was the silence, the honesty. That's what made it brutal.
Totally. And I love how this show didn't rely on just explosions or twists. It gave characters time to breathe. Even the bad ones like Song-woo. You hated him, but you also kind of got him.
Song-woo, man, I still don't know how to feel about him. Like, yeah, he was cold, but he was also desperate. Every decision he made came from survival. It doesn't make it okay, but it makes it real.
Exactly. That's what made it so powerful. No one was a cartoon villain. Everyone was a reflection of how far people go when they feel trapped.
And the pacing. I honestly thought it would get repetitive, but each game was different, and each one tested a different part of human nature. Trust, teamwork, sacrifice.
Facts. The bridge game, I was sweating the entire time. And the lighting in that scene, gorgeous and terrifying. You could feel the fear through the screen.
And that final game, Squid Game itself, it felt so raw. Just two men, childhood friends going all in. No tricks, no gimmicks, just pain, emotion, history.
Yeah, it felt like it stopped being a game at that point. It was just pure emotion, betrayal, guilt, survival, and Gyan choosing not to win. That was the ultimate moment of humanity.
Yes, that choice said more than any speech. It was like, if I have to become a monster to win, I'd rather lose. And honestly, that's when he actually won, even if it didn't feel like it.
It's so wild how a show that violent could also be so philosophical. Like it forces you to ask yourself, what would I do?
And always like the answer. That's what great storytelling does. It holds up a mirror.
You know what's funny? I didn't even think I liked survival-style shows before watching Round 6. I was always more into character-driven dramas, slow burns, stuff like Breaking Bad or The Crown.
Same here. I used to avoid anything that looked too action-heavy or violent. But Round 6 made me realize it's not about the genre, it's about how the story is told. You can mix tension, philosophy, emotion, all in one.
Exactly. Like, I used to think thriller meant cheap jump scares or endless chase scenes. But now, I'm realizing there's a whole world of smart psychological thrillers out there. I've got Mindhunter, Black Mirror, and Dark on my list now.
Ooh, Dark is a masterpiece. But you have to be in the right mood. It's intense. And the time travel stuff gets wild. Honestly, I love when a show challenges me. It makes me think instead of just passively watch.
Same. I also love shows that take their time with silence, where every pause means something. Like in Chernobyl, remember that one?
That's another good one. Heavy, but so well made. I think I'm most drawn to shows that feel real, Even if the setting is crazy, like in Round 6, the emotions are authentic.
Totally. And you know what's cool? I've started enjoying foreign shows way more now. Round 6 really opened the door for me. Before, I barely watched anything with subtitles. Now, I don't even mind.
Right? The acting, the pacing, sometimes it feels fresher than a lot of American stuff. I mean, even the silence feels different, like there's more space to feel.
Exactly. And I feel like foreign series are less afraid to go dark or end on a painful note. Not everything needs a happy ending,
Yep. I'm also really into documentaries lately, especially true crime or behind-the-scenes stuff. I like knowing the real stories behind big events or scandals.
Same. I think what I enjoy most, regardless of genre, is emotional honesty. Whether it's sci-fi, historical, horror, or even comedy, if it feels honest, I'm in.
That's actually a great way to put it. The genre is just the frame, but the story, the heart, is what sticks.
You know what I realized while watching Round 6? A huge part of why it hits so hard is the acting. Like every single actor, even the minor characters, felt so real. Not overdone, not stiff, just human.
Absolutely. I feel like a lot of American shows sometimes rely on familiar faces or over-the-top delivery, but in Round 6, the performances were more grounded. You believed every look, every line.
Exactly, like the actor who played Gi-hoon, Lee Jung-jae. He has this natural charisma, but also such emotional range. One minute he's cracking a joke, and the next he's breaking down in tears, and both feel equally authentic.
Yeah, he wasn't trying to act, he just was that character. That's the kind of performance that sticks with you. I actually looked up interviews with him afterward, and he's so different in real life. That's how you know he's good.
I do that too. Whenever I see a strong performance, I immediately want to know more about the actor. Like, how did they do that? Because some people just disappear into the role completely.
Totally. That's how I felt the first time I saw Olivia Colman in The Crown. She barely moves her face sometimes, but you can feel everything. It's all in the eyes, the silence, the micro expressions.
Right? Some actors don't even need dialogue to communicate everything. That's a rare skill. And honestly, I love when a show casts unknown actors and just lets them shine without distraction.
That's what Round 6 did so well. Most of those actors weren't global celebrities, but they delivered unforgettable performances.
It wasn't about fame, it was about truth.
I respect actors who understand stillness. You don't always need to scream or cry to show emotion. Sometimes just being present is more powerful.
Exactly. Presence is everything. You ever watch someone on screen and think, I can't look away? It's not even what they're doing, it's just who they are when the camera rolls.
Yeah, that's what separates a good actor from a great one. The ones who stay with you long after the episode ends.
You know, sometimes I think we underestimate how much shows and movies shape us. Like, Round 6 wasn't just entertainment. It actually made me reflect on people, money, and what desperation does to someone.
Yeah, it's crazy how something fictional can feel more real than the news. Some episodes stay with you, almost like memories. I still remember scenes from series I watched 5, 10 years ago, and how I felt watching them.
Totally. I think that's the real power of storytelling. It helps you understand yourself, your choices. Sometimes it even gives you clarity on stuff you didn't know you were feeling.
And it connects people too. I mean, look at us. We've been talking about one show for almost an hour, and it brought up so much more than just plot points.
Exactly. That's what makes it meaningful. It's not just about what happens, it's about what it makes you think about, the questions it raises, the feelings it stirs.
You know what I love? When you finish a show and just sit in silence for a minute. No rush to watch something else, no skipping to the next thing, just sitting with it.
That's when you know it hit deep. And honestly, that's the kind of storytelling I want more of. Thoughtful, layered, human.
So what's next on your list? You've clearly got momentum now.
I'm thinking of watching Black Mirror again, or maybe finally giving The Last of Us a try. Everyone's been raving about it.
Good choices. And hey, if you want something totally different, try Better Call Saul. It's slower, but so satisfying. Brilliant acting, incredible writing.
Noted. And you, anything new on your radar?
I've been curious about that Danish crime drama, The Chestnut Man. Looks dark and moody, just how I like it.
We really live for this stuff, huh?
We do, and I think it's great. Life's already chaotic. Sometimes a good story is exactly what we need to slow down and reflect.
Amen to that.
Thanks for watching this full English conversation. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more real, natural dialogues. Tell us in the comments, what's one movie or series that changed the way you see the world?